Hi, I'm Lee Goff, CEO and founder of Get You Wired. Today's video episode is 4 tips to a successful Infusionsoft integration. The very first thing you want to remember is clear, precise, and most importantly, transparent. So transparency is the first thing you got to remember. Make sure the company you select to work with has a very defined project management process and communication standard that is very easy for you and your staff to understand. For example, we use Basecamp for transparent and very accountable communications. If you put something in there, then I can see in real time what's going on. I can also see the date stamps, and I can see just a wide range of different information, and it handles the emails, and all of your files are right there. Here, let me give you a few examples.
But whenever it comes to ease of use and seamless communications, our clients absolutely love this, and so I want to point out a few of the things that you should look for. Okay, one, again, with communications, it ultimately is going to boil down to how well how access to the actual client, the company itself. Okay, and so here are all the different skill sets and all the people we have at Get You Wired, and as you can see, it kind of goes on for days here. And so there's a lot of people here. And so long story short is we have accounting and design and pretty much everything you need, as you can see here. And this is actually very, very, very important, begin to have the direct access to your project manager's cell phone number, their email address, your design, everybody. You have direct access to them, and so that's very, very important. So this is what's called a running total, okay, your last activities across your projects. And so we are part of the Thrive 365 Infusionsoft campaign this year. So we're working on that today, as you can see. We have obviously some Get You Wired internal projects going on. Greg Harrelson is one of our clients. Bass Hunter Boats is one of our clients. These are huge names in their spaces if you've never heard of them. Damon John, by the way, here you go, Shark Branding. He signed on with us here recently, so this is good stuff. And as you can see, it's all right here. So if I click on Elder CPA, he can step in here. He can see the time, okay? And so I'm not going to get into all this, but you can kind of see it's in great detail. All right, all of his files are sitting right here. So you have your new about page, your full, whatever all this is. You know, this is, I don't even know what all this is, but about us page. So they're apparently sprucing up his website a little bit. The CW report, because he wants to see how well his metrics are doing. In other words, his cost per click, Google, and different things like that. So we provide full reporting every single month to clients who request that. Then you have your active to-dos from all your clients, from all of the work. So you can see, we go back, here are 10 completed items. I click that, and you'll see that, that the history of the entire relationship is there. And of course, we can always go back to October, November, we can go all the way back. And you can also see what is planned to be worked on. So get a newsletter template in place. I'd be willing to bet there's one on here for an About Us page somewhere. Anyway, and so with that being said, you can see it all in here, and then also messages. This is like emails. This is literally a centralized email. So you get the emails in your Outlook or Gmail or whatever you use. You simply respond, hit reply all or reply, and it automatically puts in here with dates, stamps, and everything else. You're talking about hold people accountable. This system is fabulous to do it. So even if you don't have a system like this, or they don't have a system like this, from your best interest perspective, I think you can get one of these for $9.95 a month. So get one for the life cycle of the project and hold them accountable. It's absolutely critical.
Okay, step 2 in a successful Infusionsoft or marketing automation integration is planning. Before you engage a firm or begin the integration process on your own, make sure you have a very clear roadmap on exactly how you want this done and where you're going to end up. Make sure it's outlined in very great detail. We like to use mind map softwares to kind of define our funnels before we spend any money or any time on the actual implementation or integration process. Let me point out a couple of different funnels we've done: the refer a friend, the new customer wow, and your standard just kind of 8-part follow-up funnels on the mind maps. Here, take a look.
Okay, mind mapping is extremely important, so let me show you a few examples here. Do a quick zoom in and go here. Okay, so this is actually an example of a refer a friend campaign we did for one of our clients, Black and married with kids. They have an immense amount of traffic. So obviously in every single email, you have the refer a friend offer and link. It goes to the landing page, an optional video. You have your refer a friends. You collect 3 referrals. You enter them into Infusionsoft. You tag. And referring friends data into custom fields. Sometimes you might need an API on this. I think we've got a workaround on it now, but sometimes you'll need an API on that. Obviously, you have this. We actually go as far as writing out the copy. And then we also try to give them something of value. So discover the secrets of an unbreakable relationship. Maybe they just want monthly specials. Maybe they just want the newsletter. Or maybe they don't want to be contacted at all. So give them all the options and map this stuff out, and you can use this as an example. But as you can see, it's absolutely, critical that you think this stuff through and map it out. Here is a new customer wow campaign. They purchased a product. They get an email for product description and training video, and welcome to, in this case, another one of our clients, American Laser Med Spa, Dr. Neil, great guy. So a video introducing a few of your top selling products and services. The email 2, best management practices on how to get the most out of your treatments. We tag them in great detail. Look how we got into an amazing level of detail. Do not be afraid to add the detail here. So American Laser Med Spa new wow video 2 product name. So we can track down to the nth degree where they're making it in this process. And if video 2 here is upsetting them because nobody's making it to 3, well, then we might want to reshoot this video or kind of just take a look at it and see what happens. So in this case, we do 4 of them. We also like to have an online survey. All right. And then if they give you a positive, then what it does, let me zoom in on this one, you can kind of read that. If it's a positive, then it sends them to a page they can leave reviews on Yelp, Foursquare, or just Google Plus, or whatever reviewing platform does the best for you. Now, if it's negative, okay, then it actually sends an email to the customer service representative, or just you as the CEO, or wherever you'd like that to go. So that way you know, based upon the survey, whether or not you have a happy client base. And we all know that happy clients equal to happy business owners and more profits, right? So, and one last example here. You're going to need a primary sales funnel. This is an example again from the American Laser Med Spa, Dr. Neil. You have the call to action. In this case, we created a 7 must-know secrets to hair removal, and we kind of outlined all of those. We have the call to action web form, first name, email. We tag. This is the primary web form. We then have a thank you video, thank you copy. Get all the pertinent information, and then this is very important, vetting questions. Try to have at least 3 or 4 or 5 of these that kind of vet your target audience into giving you the information. By asking these type of questions, you can get the type of information you need to know whether you should call them now or just let them kind of go through the funnel. These type of questions are very important. So what happens is we drip one, it's immediate, okay, tag, again, very detailed. Look how very, very detailed it is. Prospect 7 must report, and this is prospect 7 must report hurt instead of just hair. And this one is safety, and then email 1 and email 2. So look at the detailed nature of this. Don't skimp on that. This is important. So trackable links, obviously this is kind of default now. 24 hours later, 2 days later, 3 days later, 4 days later, and then when they click it, they go over to the landing pages with the call to actions and maybe like an online free scheduling and all that fun stuff. And then it jumps up here, and this is where we need to determine the call to action and the copy. So hopefully that helps. One last thing I want to show you here is what kind of platform we use to physically actually do these things. So let's see here. This is what's called NovaMind Pro, as you can see right here. Okay, NovaMind Pro. All right, this was kind of an older version, but it works great for me. So here is, what is this? This is a new customer wow for another one of our clients, 1-800-Listings. And so again, you can kind of see the same process, email 1, 2, 3, 4, and it kind of goes to the surveys and all these different things. But it gives you all the branches and all the tools that you need, and it works out very, very well, very easy. In a matter of an hour or 2, you can be up to speed and knocking stuff out with this thing, okay? Hope it helps. Have a great day, and back to the video series.
Step 3, skill sets. A lot of people think that they can do a very professional looking integration just by themselves. And the reality is you can't, okay? You're going to have different skill sets like design, copywriting, programming, and project management. And that honestly is on a very, very, very basic implementation or integration. When you get into API scripting and custom programming and coding like PHP, it gets even much more complex. So do yourself a favor, hire a professional firm that has the ability and the resources to adapt and evolve on a moment's notice. So that will mean they will have a design team, an engineering team, a project management team, a copywriting team, and a marketing team, and also a consulting team. So it's very, very important that you get that under your belt. Step 4, experience. Marketing automation can be the most powerful tool in your marketing tool shed, but it can also be the most dangerous. For example, if you have one tag either named incorrectly or just simply wasn't applied, okay, all of your reporting and your metrics can be flawed, or maybe even worse, none of your prospects get the information that they requested, tainting your first impression and your brand. Get an experienced consultant that has a proven track record of awards, got big name clients, and strong partnerships. It will save you tens of thousands of dollars and keep you from jumping off the marketing automation cliff.